Welcome back to the 2012 Dwell on Design Conference. Once again, I'm here at the Green Car Ride and Drive area, and coming up we're going to take you on a test drive of the all-new Fisker Karma.
Yeah, it's a different concept than what you have with, like, you know, a Prius or other hybrids, where it's constantly blending the two.
Right.
Here it's kind of like, you know, you're in electric or you're in gas, but it's always just powering those electric motors.
What's the route?
Yeah, right here. You can do whenever it's clear. Then we'll make the first right again here.
What's the wheelbase on this thing?
I'm not sure what the wheelbase is. You have to look at the brochure. But it's long. It's a long car. It's a big car.
Okay. So first of all, give me some highlights of the new Fisker Karma.
This is this 2012 Fisker Karma. It's an electric vehicle with extended range. So that means is you have a battery pack. You can drive about 33 miles or so on electricity alone. If you want to go further than that, the engine comes on, generates electricity, and continues to drive the car that way.
Okay, very good. So why is it unique?
It's unique in that it's the only electric vehicle with extended range in its class right now. So a similar powertrain is the Chevrolet Volt. That car is, you know, a cheaper compact car. This is meant to be a sort of a high-end luxury sedan. So people that want, you know, luxury performance, a car that looks really good, but they also want to reduce their environmental impact, this car is really enables that for them.
Okay, very good. Let's discuss the driving range and the Mpge.
Sure. So the driving range, as I said, is about 33 miles on all electric, and that's what the EPA label actually says. We tend to get a little bit more. When I drive it, it's usually closer to 40, 45 miles. It really depends on your range or how you drive the car. Mpge is a number that the EPA uses to characterize the efficiency when you're in electric mode. Obviously, when you're driving in all electric mode, you're not burning any fuel. So miles per gallon doesn't really make any sense. But what they've done is said, okay, how much energy is in a gallon of gasoline? Convert that to electricity. So this car gets 54 Mpge, which means it's as efficient as a 54 mile per gallon vehicle when you're in all electric mode.
Okay, very good. So how long would it take to charge this?
It depends on what charging equipment you have. If you're on 110 volts, it'll be probably about 11 to 12 hours to do a full charge. If you get the 240 volts, it's closer to 6 hours. And of course, that's a full charge. So if you don't deplete the battery all the way, it'll be less than that.
What kind of batteries in there?
It's a lithium-ion battery. It comes from A123. That's our supplier. Yeah, lithium-ion battery pack.
Okay. Now, are these being built here in America?
They're built in Finland. It's a contract manufacturer. Being a new company, we didn't want to, start up our own manufacturing facility right away. It was better to get started, contract the manufacturing. So Valmet is a great manufacturer. They build the Boxster for Porsche. They assemble this car for us in Finland. About half the parts come from the U.S., about half from elsewhere.
What are some of the interior features?
The interior, we offer, 3 different packages: a leather, a dual-tone leather, and then an animal-free interior that uses eco suede and some non-animal products. It's a great-looking interior. We definitely recommend checking it out if you get a chance. The wood is reclaimed either from, sunken wood from the bottom of Lake Michigan or downed trees from California forest fires. It's a really great looking interior. Just looks good, just as good on the inside as it does on the outside.
How many are being built?
We've sold 1,000 so far since it went on sale in December of last year. So that's how many we are in customer hands at this point.
Oh, okay. And let's discuss the cost, buying or leasing, or how does it work?
We don't have a full lease program yet, although we're looking to get that eventually. Right now they start at $102,000. That's the MSRP. They go up a little bit from there depending on the interior trim. The cars come fully loaded though. There aren't a lot of options. It's mostly just the trim package that you prefer.
Any other final comments before we wrap up?
Well, thanks for coming out today. We like to do events like this. We're at Dwell Design today to really show the car to the design community. We think this car appeals to a lot of different people who are concerned about the environment, but also people who really enjoy good design. This car really is the closest thing you can get today to a concept car that you can drive on the road. So we hope people really appreciate it for lots of different reasons. But today we're talking about design and eco-responsibility.
Very good. Thanks so much for joining me today. Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, in electric mode, you wouldn't have that at all, right? It'd be like the same feel, but just without the engine.
Okay. So it's spinning, it's spooling up just the power of the motor.
Yeah. So the motor does actually speed match a little bit. Like when you accelerate, it will rev the engine a little bit. It's not a constant speed that the engine's running. But it does run sort of within a narrower range than you might expect.
Sport mode.
Yeah. So
Is that transmission? Is that suspension or actually?
no, that's just sort of
responsive?
the power that's delivered to the motors. So if you